Okay, today I should go get my reward from Sir Hanush, ask around to find suitable workers for bailiff, and take Teresa out for a walk. I need to get rid of the rotten meat and pears.
Beneath thy mercy we take refuge, O Blessed Virgin. Disdain not our supplications in our distress, but deliver us from perils, only pure and blessed one. Beneath thy mercy we take refuge, O Blessed Virgin. Disdain not our supplications in our distress.
put on a hell of a show, Henry. Here's your hard-earned reward.
Thank you, Sir Hamish.
Goodbye.
How come you're wearing such fine armor? Is there a joust happening?
Any work for me here by any chance?
That depends. How's your hearing?
What?
I said, how's your hearing?
It's perfectly fine. You don't have to scream at me. I mean, why are you asking?
Because there is this one little job going. But I need someone who knows the area well and has good ears.
I ought to be able to handle that.
Fine. So here's the problem. My friend is a birder, and he left a few rare nightingales with me for safekeeping. They're good to trade. Rich gentlemen hang them caged up in their chambers. It keeps their wives from fretting when they're off drinking and wenching.
I see.
The trouble is, the nightingales are gone. I don't know how, but the birds have flown.
Hang on, surely you're not asking me to go flapping around looking for birds?
Not exactly. Luckily, their wings are clipped, so they won't be far, and the watchman in the tower told me they headed off toward Vranik. I have traps prepared. It should be easy enough to catch them in those.
Fine, but how will I know where to put the traps?
I hear they like pine woods, and there's a pine-covered hill just before Vranik.
Right, a bloody great wood.
That's just why you need to listen out. Nightingales have a distinctive song. When you hear it close by, you set a trap on the spot. They kept twittering away the whole time they were here, so I can remember the tunes. I'll sing them to you.
I can't wait.
It went something like this.
What? People keep birds like that in their houses? It's like the sound a cat makes when you pull it by the tail.
You know how it is. The gentry's got all manner of odd tastes. The question is, can you remember it?
Can you repeat that?
Of course. Remember it now?
Yes, I'll remember.
Right. Here are the traps. Don't forget, once you hear a nightingale, set a trap nearby. He ought to be caught in it after a while.
We'll do that. I'd like you to show me some hunting tricks.
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot? Satisfied?
Well, a little more and we'll call it a deal. Agreed. Now listen up. God be...
Can you teach me to be a better archer?
Certainly.
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll... Now, pay close attention. Good luck.
Can you teach me to be a better...
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics first?
Well, I'll think it over.
God be with you.
kettles for water, baskets for food, torches for the night. I have it all.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a cook.
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Well, yes, but the bailiff said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young? Nimble?
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry. I also heard there are vacant carrier jobs.
Yes, yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if the burghers don't have to send their own servants.
It will benefit my people as well.
Of course, it goes without saying.
I also heard that you need workers to carry, to empty latrines.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. That's not a concern for decent people.
But I need to know...
Enough. I won't have such talk in my home. May the Lord watch over you. God be with you.
Can we do something about the price?
Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded. What do you need?
Now let's see which of my old neighbors want to carry water and other stuff.
God grant you health. How may I help you? See you later.
God save you. What can I do for you?
Here's your groschen.
I followed you for a while and I didn't see you rob no one. But suit yourself. Coin is coin. I'll give you some of the groschen back, like I promised. And I've got another job for you. God be with you.
God be with you.
You all know what happened there.
Ugh, leave me be. I want to sleep.
That treasure of yours you sent me to get.
Did you find it?
It belongs to Baron.
But I couldn't know that.
Well, fine. Look here, Kurnesh. I can't watch you wasting away here anymore. How would you like a job?
Working for you? Where?
Well, I figured you could work there as a woodcutter once we have a woodcutter's camp.
Once we have a woodcutter's camp? Are you yanking my pizzle?
Ah, all right. I'll come back later.
You do that.
I wouldn't... God save you. Take care.
No.
I guess I'll have to come back later to talk to the late sleepers. Now I'll go take Teresa out. I should get a bath first. Yeah.
Yeah.
God save. How may I help you, good knight?
I'd like to order something here.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
Proper bath. And my clothes need washing.
That can be arranged, but you'll pay in advance.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
Hail, Henry. I hear you've become a daring tourney fighter. You're full of surprises.
Do you want something?
I'd like to ask a favor of you, Hal.
Of course. What is it?
I heard you're picking people to carry water. No one needs the job more than Antonia.
Adam never mentioned any Antonia.
I'm not surprised. But Antonia really needs that job.
Can she cook?
What's that got to do with carrying water?
Nothing, but there's a cook's job going too. Much easier than hauling water.
I don't know how good a cook she is, though. You'd better ask her yourself.
And what's wrong with her husband?
He was cut down in the raid, and he's not getting any better. And Antonia has no money for treatment.
Do you think she'll be able to handle carrying those buckets? It's quite far, and up that hill.
She's no princess. She's tough enough.
All right. I'll bear it in mind.
Bear it in mind? What does that mean?
It means I'll think about it. The bailiff has the last word.
Well, if he's got something against giving the job to a woman, then try and get Vincent in at least. He might not have anyone on their deathbed, but his mother has no one else.
Look at you, lover boy.
What now? Shall we take a walk?
You don't give up, do you? Well, let me think. And where would you care to go?
What if we took a stroll along the river?
Why not? That sounds lovely. Shall we go?
Let's go.
That was a good idea, to go for a walk. Not that I don't like the mill, but you get tired of it. So I'm glad you took me out. I'd love to see the markets in Prague one day. Have you ever been to Prague?
No, I haven't. I have been in Kuttenberg, but Prague must be much bigger.
I've heard it's pretty smelly, though.
Yeah, so many people in one place. So many assholes.
That's disgusting.
I'd love to listen to that young preacher, Jan Hus. They say he preaches in the common tongue. Everyone's talking about it.
I bet he's just handsome. That's why the women dote on him.
You're a right one. A preacher doesn't need good looks for people to listen to him.
And what about that fine fellow at St. James? I know full well why all the girls have started going to confession, and you have too, so don't give me any of that.
You scoundrel. Well, all right. I admit I find him handsome. But that doesn't make me a bad Christian.
I'd never dare to suggest such a thing.
Tell you what. Let's not dawdle. Last one is a slimy slug. That was fun. Sit down here next to me, Hal. And what about you? I heard you're helping Sir Radzig.
Sir Radzig has me running a few errands. I have to say, he always treats me well, and I make a wage.
So you've had your turn of luck. What's it like serving nobility?
I don't know. I suppose it's a job like any other.
Of course. I'm sure it's no different than being a charcoal burner. You'll have to try harder than that.
Now then.
Ah, Henry, what am I going to do with you?
Wandering the land, turning innocent girls' heads.
What? I hope your knees didn't buckle too.
You rascal. You know what? Ask me another time.
Another time?
The next time you come to see me. You will come and see me again, won't you?
I don't know. I am awfully busy.
Well, if you do find the time, I'll be glad to see you.
But now I have to go.
Can I go with you?
Just a little way. I don't want anyone to gossip.
Thank you for coming with me. Please come and see me again.
That's some heavy rain. I think I'll go read inside my room at Bergstein. Still raining. Well, screw it. I can't just stay inside all day. I still need to find some workers for Bailiff. And I want to buy some Nighthawk potions and play dice at the tavern.
Good health to you.
Would you teach me more about alchemy?
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics first?
Well, I'll think it over. Let's have a word about the price.
Well...
Agree?
Come now, just a little more and we have a deal. Aye, that would do it.
God save, what can I do for you?
What's life like in Rattay?
Well, life is good here. By God's mercy, the war's passed us by so far. There's nothing but them refugees to disturb the peace.
I feel a lucky throw coming my way. How about you?
Good luck. Why, oh why did I ever agree to this? I'll lose my shirt again. Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. Hardly worth talking about. This'll be the one. That's it. Oh, no. Well, of all the fucking... I don't believe it. Oh, come on. It's time I had a throw. This'll be the one. Now you. That's it. That'll do me. Huh. No point in pushing it. Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. It's no big deal. You didn't have much anyway. That's it. We'll see. This'll be the one. That's all. That'll do, mate. Sucker, I can't believe it.
Stupid woman, and I'm not the brightest star in the sky.
That's a clever way of putting it. Will you come tomorrow? I have a new song from the...
How's it going? God be with you.
I wouldn't beg good neighbours, but I'm reduced to this. I'm from Skeleton. I've lost everything. My home, my family.
Glad to see
the
you.
livelihood. Be merciful, good people.
Did you find out what actually happened?
What do I know? The lords are at each other's throats, but it's us that has to suffer for it. Same as always. I reckon they was after the silver mines, wasn't they?
How are you coping?
As well as we can, Henry. You can be glad Sir Radzig took you into his service. I hear you even go hunting with Lord Capon.
I've been once. And I don't think it'll be happening again anytime soon.
Ah, it's a shame. Because I was going to ask a favor of you. I'm sure you know there's a lot of hungry mouths here, so I thought you might be able to help.
I don't know. I'm not such a great hunter that I could feed all the refugees.
No, that's not what I meant. It's the townspeople here who have a taste for game. They want to live like the nobility, see? A few of the burghers have been to see me already, to ask if we'd try our luck in the woods. They promised us supplies in exchange. Flour, lard, eggs, and the like. But we can't afford to take the risk of poaching. We're barely tolerated as it is. If one of ours got caught in the woods, they'd hang him from the nearest tree. But I was thinking, you're in Sir Radzig's garrison, and you go hunting with Sir Hans. You could help us.
Well, I got away with brawling with Lord Capon, so I don't suppose they'll string me up for a few hares.
Great, Henry. I really appreciate it. The local tailor was asking me about getting some hares to put on a feast for a visiting merchant.
All right, I'll bring you something.
Thank you. You'll be saving us from starvation.
I'd like to ask about our former neighbours. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
But what of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
But having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe. But if they have to do a job that's not fit for a decent person, only for the knacker or the executioner's servant?
So you think there's no point in it? That it's better to beg than have a job, even if it is hauling shit?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand, not for displaced people. When we return to Skalitz, they'll never be able to rid themselves of the stink.
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
Who should I talk to then? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the Rathaus, so they'll all be in one place. It'll take me a while, though.
I'm also looking for a cook. Do you know of a good cook who's looking for work?
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery. So I don't think she's in need of work.
Thanks. I'll go.
God be with you.
God be with you. Take care. Perpetual light shine from them, and may the souls of all the faithful departed, through the mercy of God, rest in peace. Amen. Good health to you.
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am. Or I did, before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked sent me to you.
I've been blessed by God.
So it seems. Anyway, the local merchant wants someone who can cook food fit for nobility and take care of his household.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
Why not?
Because I'm still Father Francis's housekeeper.
But I heard he fled and isn't coming back.
Don't pay any attention. They're just rumors. I'm still his housekeeper.
Where's Father Francis now?
I don't know. The last time I saw him, he was going to confession in Sasau. But that was before all these terrible things happened. I've heard no word of him since then.
Does he go to Sasau often? Where does he stay when he's there?
Not so often. About once a month. He always used to stay in the inn near the monastery, so he wouldn't have far to go.
I'll ask around about what happened to Father Francis. I'll let you know.
Goodbye.
You all know what happened there. Help your neighbor.
It will take Alex some time to gather the folk around. I'll go get my winnings from Peshek now.
Good boy. That's my boy. I've come for my winnings.
All right. Here's your winnings. Damn it. There'll be another tourney in a week or so. Are you going to give me a chance to win my groschen back?
We'll see. Thanks. That job you wanted me to do, I won't do it. I paid both you and the apothecary, so we're even.
You're an ungrateful pup, aren't you? Well, suit yourself. If you ever need anything, you know where not to go. Farewell. Take care now.
I think I'll wait for the night and go deal with the bandit camp south of Ledečko. Actually, the nightingales are somewhere around the bandit camp. I should go catch them during the day, or I will just get lost in the woods.